to Shrimad Bhagwatam, day 14. And today is the day we will talk about the Katha of Jai and Vijay. And this Katha takes us to Vaikunt, which is the abode of Bhagwan Vishnu, where he lives with Lakshmi Mata. Bhagwan's two dearest bhakts have been given the seva of being the guards outside his palace. The two guards are called Jai and Vijay. Jai and Vijay represent victory. Jai means victory. Vijay also means victory. Victory over what? Over the senses and the mind. Anyone who wants to enter the abode of Bhagwan Vishnu has to get the approval of Jai and Vijay. They have to give them permission to go in. They will check whether you have passed the victory, you have passed the test of getting control over your senses and your mind. So this is the first lesson of this katha. Only when you gain victory over your senses, indriya, and over your mind, the man, only then you get access to the abode of Bhagwan. Where is the abode of Bhagwan? Inside. So before you can reach there, before you can get access to that heart, first you have to gain victory over your senses and victory over your mind. So now, Jai and Vijay used to do their job very well. But sometimes, even when you are doing sadhana and everything, sometimes you get caught up in a situation where you are not very aware. And you start allowing some avguns to enter the mind. So they got caught up in thinking that they were very privileged and they were very special because Bhagwan had given them this very special position of taking guard outside the palace. So when people are not very savdhan, then pride, arrogance, ahankar starts creeping into the mind to such an extent that it happened to Vijay and Jai and Vijay. They became too proud of being the gatekeepers. So one day, they even barred the entry of Lakshmi Mata into her own home. Lakshmi Mata was really irritated and angry, and she told Bhagwan Vishnu, look at these fellows, do something about them. They didn't let me enter the palace. What does it mean? Bhagwan Vishnu said, now if I take action against them, then people will say that, I'm taking the side of my wife. So he didn't want to look like he was, being partial to his wife. So he said, let it go this time. Next time if they behave like this, I will take strict action against them. So what do we learn from this little part? If you get the privilege to serve in a special position, maybe in your office, you have been given a special position, in your home, in an ashram, even in your school, if you have become the monitor or the prefect, we are given a position where we can dictate terms to the others. We have control over the others. At that time, pride can come in, ahankar can come in, arrogance can come in. At that time, we must remember, we have been given this position only to serve Bhagwan. When you think of, I have to serve Bhagwan, humility will come in, and it will be no place for arrogance, pride, or ahankar to come in. Don't try to boss over others, because Bhagwan may let it go once, like he did when they behaved badly with Mata. But the second time, he will not let it go, and you will fall from grace. Second learning. Now, because Bhagwan did not scold Jai and Vijay, they got even more, proud. They said, nobody has punished us, nobody has scolded us. So they became more abhimani, more arrogant, and almost obnoxious in their behavior. Now, one day, the four Sanat Kumars, who are very wise and evolved beings, they came to visit Bhagwan Vishnu. Although they were, quite aged and wise and evolved, they looked like young boys. So Jai and Vijay said, let's boss over them, let's bully these guys. So they stopped them from entering Bhagwan's palace. They said, look, we are Sanat Kumars. Bhagwan knows us very well. We have met him before. We have come here before. But these fellows had got some Rakshasi, Avgun in their mind at that time. So they just barred them. They did not allow them to come in. When Rakshasi, what can you say, egoism overtook their mind. Sanat Kumar tried very hard, but no avail. Finally, the Sanat Kumars got furious and they cursed Jai and Vijay. And the curse was a terrible curse. They were in an exalted position in Vaikunt. And they cursed them that you two will fall from the grace and have to take birth once again on earth. No, not once again. You'll have to take birth 3 times on earth. You'll have to take birth 3 times, and every time you'll take birth, you will have this same Rakshasi tendency in you, because you've had a Rakshasi tendency here. You will have to pay for this. The punishment is go back to earth, live as a Rakshas for 3 lives. Hearing all this commotion, Bhagwan Vishnu rushed to the gate of his palace and he heard all the story, Sanat Kumar's side and the Jai Vijay's side and everyone's side. Bhagwan stayed equipoised. He agreed, whatever has happened, has happened. Now I will take a decision what has to happen in the future. What will happen? What will Bhagwan say? That I will tell you tomorrow. But one thing keep in mind, no matter how evolved we are, no matter how much sadhana we do, no matter how much studies we do, we cannot stop our sadhana. What is sadhana doing? Sadhana is keeping you savdhan. It's keeping you aware. It's keeping you alert. It's guarding our mind. If we don't guard our mind, if we don't fill it with sattvic thoughts, Rakshasi thoughts will 100% enter. So don't keep it sattvic, Rakshas will enter our mind. And when Abhiman enters our mind, Bhagwan exists, because Bhagwan will not be able to share the same space in our mind or in our heart if Abhiman is there. So that is the first part of the Katha of Jai and Vijay. Bakika tomorrow.